In the summer of 1994, a modest garage in Bellevue, Washington, became the unlikely birthplace of a global empire. It was a place that looked like any other suburban garage, unremarkable from the outside, but inside, something extraordinary was beginning to take shape. The air was thick with possibility, and the walls echoed with the quiet determination of a man on the verge of changing the world. Amidst extension cords, stacks of books, and makeshift desks, Jeff Bezos made a decision that would alter the course of his life, and the future of retail. He left behind a lucrative Wall Street career, trading financial security for the uncertainty of a startup. It was a leap of faith, driven by a vision of what the internet could become. He wasn't just starting a business, he was building the foundation for a new kind of retail, one that would exist entirely online. Every day, he and his small team worked long hours, fueled by coffee, ambition, and the belief that they were onto something big. Every box packed and line of code written was a step toward an audacious goal: to create the world's most customer-centric company. The team obsessed over every detail, from the website's code to the way packages were taped shut, knowing that each small improvement could make a difference. What drove him? A simple calculation. The internet was growing at an astonishing 2,300% per year. The numbers were staggering, and Bezos saw an opportunity that few others recognized. He understood that the world was on the brink of a digital revolution, and he wanted to be at the forefront. Bezos used his regret minimization framework, a mental model that helped him make bold decisions. He asked himself, when I'm 80, will I regret not having tried this? The answer was clear. He knew he'd regret not trying far more than he'd ever regret failing. The garage became a symbol of entrepreneurship, starting small, thinking big, and obsessing over the customer. It was a place where ideas were tested, mistakes were made, and lessons were learned. The team's willingness to experiment and adapt became a core part of Amazon's DNA. There was no grand 5-year plan, just a direction: start with the customer and work backward. Every decision from product selection to website design was filtered through the lens of customer obsession. This relentless focus would become Amazon's guiding principle. This philosophy, born in that cluttered garage, would guide every Amazon decision for decades to come. It was a simple idea, but one that set Amazon apart from its competitors and fueled its meteoric rise. The seeds of a trillion-dollar vision were planted here, watered with risk, relentless focus, and a willingness to dream bigger than anyone thought possible. Each late night, each setback, and each small victory added to the momentum. The garage wasn't glamorous, but it was the crucible of ambition. It was a place where the future was imagined and where the impossible started to feel inevitable. From this humble space, Bezos launched a revolution that would reshape commerce and technology, proving that sometimes the biggest dreams are born in the smallest places. Before Amazon, Jeff Bezos' curiosity was already legendary. As a child, he turned his parents' garage into a laboratory, building gadgets like an electric alarm to keep out his siblings. This drive to understand and improve systems led him to Princeton, where he switched from physics to computer science and electrical engineering. At Princeton, he honed his analytical skills, learning to think in scalable systems. He graduated summa cum laude, but more importantly, he learned how to turn big ideas into reality. The combination of childhood inventiveness and rigorous education became his superpower. Bezos could dream up audacious ideas and map out the steps to make them real. The relentless curiosity of a tinkerer paired with the discipline of an engineer set the stage for everything to come. In the early 1990s, Jeff Bezos was a rising star on Wall Street, a place where ambition and intellect collided in the heart of New York's financial district. He was surrounded by the sharpest minds, the fastest deals, and the relentless pursuit of profit. Every day, he walked past the iconic bull statue, feeling the pulse of global finance. At D. Shaw, one of the most innovative hedge funds of the era, Bezos quickly became the youngest senior vice president. His analytical mind and relentless curiosity set him apart, earning him respect and responsibility beyond his years. His job was to seek out new investment opportunities, to spot trends before anyone else, and to turn data into profit. It was a world of high stakes and high rewards, where every decision could mean millions. Then, one day, he stumbled upon a statistic that would change everything. The internet was growing at an astonishing 2,300% per year. It was a tidal wave of change, and Bezos saw its potential before most even noticed the ripple. The idea of selling books online began to take root in his mind. Unlike physical bookstores, an online store could offer virtually unlimited shelf space and reach customers anywhere in the world. The possibilities seemed endless, but the decision to leave a secure, lucrative career for an unproven idea was agonizing. The risks were enormous. He would be walking away from a prestigious job, a steady income, and a clear path to success. When he shared his idea with his boss, David Shaw, the response was honest and sobering. Shaw told him it was a good idea, for someone who didn't already have a great job. The implication was clear. Why leave certainty for uncertainty? Bezos wrestled with the decision, turning to his personal regret minimization framework. He asked himself, when I'm 80, will I regret leaving Wall Street? The answer was no. But would I regret not trying to seize this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Absolutely. With the unwavering support of his wife Mackenzie, Bezos made the leap. They packed their lives into their car and set out on a cross-country drive to Seattle, leaving behind the familiar for the unknown. This wasn't just a move across the country, it was a leap from the old world of finance into the uncharted territory of the digital frontier. It was a decision that would redefine not just his career, but the future of commerce itself. He traded the comfort and security of Wall Street for the possibility of something greater. He left behind a world of incremental gains for the chance to create exponential change. That leap became the defining moment of his life, a single, bold step that would set the stage for everything that followed. It was a testament to courage, vision, and an unshakable belief in the power of a bold idea. Bezos showed that sometimes, the greatest rewards come to those willing to risk it all. By leaving behind the predictable path, Bezos opened the door to a future of limitless possibility. He chose to chase a dream, rather than settle for comfort. The journey from Wall Street to Seattle was more than a change of scenery. It was the first step in building a legacy that would change the world. In the end, sometimes the biggest risk is not taking one at all. For Bezos, that risk became the foundation of a revolution. In the heart of Seattle, Jeff Bezos set out to build something entirely new. He named his company Amazon, evoking the vastness and mystery of the world's largest river, and cleverly ensuring it would appear first in alphabetical listings. Working from a modest garage, Bezos pored over business plans and dreamed big, determined to create a company that could one day sell everything to everyone. The initial focus was books, chosen for their universal appeal and vast selection. But even in those early days, the vision was always much bigger. Bezos saw Amazon as a platform that could eventually offer anything a customer might want, from electronics to everyday essentials. From day one, Amazon's culture was defined by relentless customer obsession. Every employee, from engineers to packers, was encouraged to think about what would make the customer's experience better, faster, and easier. An empty chair in every meeting symbolized the customer, serving as a constant reminder that every decision should be made with their needs in mind. This simple gesture kept the team grounded and focused on what mattered most. Innovation was the other pillar. Bezos encouraged experimentation and tolerated failure, believing that big breakthroughs required taking risks. Mistakes weren't just accepted, they were seen as essential steps on the path to success. Features like customer reviews and one-click buying were radical at the time, setting Amazon apart from traditional retailers and making online shopping more transparent and convenient. Transparency, even at the cost of short-term sales, built long-term trust. Amazon openly displayed both positive and negative reviews, believing that honesty would win customer loyalty over time. The team worked grueling hours, packing books by hand and racing to ship orders on time. Every package sent out was a step toward building something bigger than themselves. But they weren't just a bookstore, they were a technology company at heart. Every challenge was met with a technical solution, from inventory management to customer service. Technology drove every improvement, from website design to logistics. The team constantly sought ways to streamline operations and enhance the customer experience. The mission was clear: use technology to make shopping better, faster, and easier for everyone, no matter where they live. The river of commerce was starting to flow, connecting people and products in ways never seen before. With unwavering determination, Bezos set out to make Amazon the world's most powerful current, reshaping how we shop, connect, and experience the world of commerce. Success with books was just the beginning. Bezos envisioned the everything store. Amazon expanded methodically: music, videos, electronics, toys, and more. Each new category was a calculated bet, chosen for scale and customer value. Rapid expansion demanded revolutionary logistics. Amazon built massive, automated fulfillment centers. Controlling logistics meant controlling the customer experience. The launch of Amazon Prime in 2005 was a game-changer. Free 2-day shipping turned shoppers into loyal members. Prime became the flywheel, accelerating growth and locking in customers. Amazon Marketplace let third-party sellers join, transforming Amazon into a digital bazaar. The everything store was no longer a vision, it was a global reality. While Amazon's retail empire grew, another revolution was brewing: Amazon Web Services. Amazon's expertise in managing massive computing infrastructure became a product. Launched in 2006, AWS offered on-demand computing power, cloud computing for all. This democratized technology, letting startups scale without huge upfront costs. AWS quietly became the backbone of the modern internet, powering companies like Netflix and Airbnb. It generated billions, funding Amazon's boldest bets. AWS is a testament to Bezos' vision, turning internal strengths into world-changing businesses. Today, AWS is the dominant force in cloud computing and Amazon's primary profit engine. Bezos' ambitions reach far beyond Amazon. In 2000, he founded Blue Origin, aiming to make space travel accessible and sustainable. Blue Origin's motto, "Step by step ferociously," reflects Bezos' patient, methodical approach. He's invested billions, building reusable rockets and laying groundwork for humanity's future in space. In 2013, Bezos bought the Washington Post, seeing it as a technology challenge, not a vanity project. He applied Amazon's principles: focus on the reader, experiment boldly, invest for the long term. Under his ownership, the Post was digitally transformed, thriving in the 21st century. Blue Origin and the Post show Bezos investing in the pillars of the future: technology, information, and humanity's next frontier. At Amazon's core is a unique leadership philosophy crafted by Bezos. Customer obsession comes first. Start with the customer and work backward. Long-term thinking trumps short-term profits, enabling bold, patient bets. The day-one mentality keeps Amazon agile and inventive no matter its size. Mechanisms like the two-pizza team rule and narrative memos foster innovation and clear thinking. Critics call the culture demanding, but its effectiveness is undeniable. Bezos' blueprint, relentless focus, long-term vision, and a system built for perpetual reinvention. Jeff Bezos' legacy is woven into modern life. Amazon redefined shopping, setting new standards for price, selection, and convenience. AWS became the digital world's backbone, enabling thousands of startups. Beyond business, Bezos invests in humanity's future, space, journalism, and more. His day-one philosophy, relentless invention, long-term focus, drives everything. From a garage in Bellevue to the edge of space, his journey is a lesson in ambition and strategy. The world we live in today is, in many ways, a world Jeff Bezos built. His story proves, with vision and determination, you can reshape the world.